and gentlemen, that's Alyssa Hobart. Please welcome the Boy Scouts of America Hot Mountain Council Troop number 529. The Boy Scouts are brought to us tonight thanks to the generosity of Giant Foods. The Boy Scouts lead the crusade against rubbish at FirstEnergy Stadium, including the recycling of plastic bottles. We kindly ask that you aid the Scouts in their efforts to keep your stadium clean and recycled.
Let's go, Fightin' Phils fans, here for game number 6 of the series. Your Reading Fightin' Phils lead the set 3 wins to 2 over the Altoona Curve. So tonight is going to be very decisive here as we take on game number 57 of 138 here this summer, wrapping up week 1 of the 2-week homestand here at America's Classic Ballpark. Reading dropped the contest yesterday 5-2, just buried by Altoona's long balls. They had 3 on the night, and we'll see if the Fightin' Phils can take it back here in a series victory. They'll send out Adam Leverett on the mound, and Leverett getting an opportunity here, coming off the injured list this morning. So looking forward to having the right-hander back. Vito Freesia will get the start behind the plate tonight. Logan O'Hoppe is going to be in the designated hitter spot. Out in left, Aldrum Corridor. In center, Chris Sharp. And in right, Jalen Ortiz. Albert Jerez over at the hot corner. Jonathan Guzman and Kevin Vicuna, the middle infielders. And Josh Akami down the first base line. Good beats to start off the game. Akami's bopping over there. Calling the balls and strikes back behind the plate, Brian DeBrouwer. The third base umpire, Ray Valero, and manning the first base territory is the crew chief, Evan Johnson. As we get ready to get started, Leover Peguero steps in the righty batter's box. Adam Leverett gets set up, glove at the chest, and he kicks and fires home below the knees. First pitch coming in exactly at 5:15 here today. A beautiful night it's turned out here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Leverett sends the ball in, and now this is taken out to center field. Running over is Chris Sharp, and he ends up making the catch in front of Jalen Ortiz.
Center fielder number 18, Jared Triolo.
Here's Jared Triolo with one away. Triolo went 0 for 3 in yesterday's contest. Altoona had just 8 hits, Reading just 4. They did make 2 errors in the field, which is unlike the Fightin' Phils, so we'll see if they can figure it out today. I'm looking forward to it. The vibes are up. I think it feels great. Leverett gets a foul ball back. The count moves to 1-1. It's about 76 degrees. It's slightly overcast. I don't think we'll see any rain for a couple of innings here at least, and hopefully we can get through 5, if not more. The wind 7 miles an hour. It's pushing from left to right, so a much better day for righties here as Adam misses down and inside. 2 balls and a strike. Way inside goes the righty Leverett. Added back to the roster today. He's been on the injured list since 5/19. That was the day after his last start in Somerset. Three and one. Taken out to center field again. Chris Sharp back on the run at the wall, and he watches it sail over the fence. In front of the video board, a solo shot for Jared Triolo. Puts a run on the board here for Altoona. And they lead 1-0.
Designated hitter number 12, Henry Davis.
Here's Henry Davis, the number 2 prospect. Davis just coming back to Double-A after a rehab yesterday. Saw him play behind the plate. He went 0 for 4, including grounding into a double play. Also had a tough time back behind the plate, but see if he can settle in under some tough competition today. He'll just be the designated hitter. And he's hit by a pitch there, which is interesting because he has been hit by 13 pitches this season. He's only played 27 games, now 28. He gets hit again. So he'll head down to first. Yeah, that does set Leverett up for the double play. He seems okay. And here is the cleanup hitter, Blake Sable, with a runner on and 1 out. From the left side here, the righty Leverett kicks and fires, grazing the outside corner. Doesn't get a called strike by DeBrouwer as much as Freesia tries to hold it in the zone. Sable currently batting .288, 46 hits as we approach the halfway point of the season. Steps in the box. The runner on first, Henry Davis, shuffles over. Davis doesn't have any stolen bases here in Double-A so far. And I would say usually catchers don't have the best speed, but if you've seen our Logan O'Hoppe, he certainly does. Leverett back-to-back balls here, the count 2-0. Out of the stretch, she gets a swinging strike from Sable, 2-1. Fightins are dressed as the hot dogs today as they play every Sunday here, a tribute to the Burke's Packing hot dogs and Reading's Flat Top Grilled, famous dog here. Home white pants and the red hot dog tops with the mustard cap sleeve and the matching hat, which I think is a fan favorite, including manager Sean William and his kids. Love that jersey. Altoona will stick it out in their road grays to cap off the series. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Leverett kicks and fires. Checks his swing, and he does go around. That is strike 3 for Sable. And out number 2 on the board for Adam here in the first. Matt Gorski coming up here with a runner on first and 2 away. Another mid-280s batter. Fans, thanks so much for tuning in today on a Sunday evening, a great way to wrap up your weekend. And they've got him in a rundown over at first. Leverett to Akami to Vicuna, and he's going to put on the tag, chasing him back to first base. A great defensive play to end the inning by the Fightin' Phils. And that'll get the job done for out number 3. Just 1 run on the board here. A solo shot by Triolo makes it 1-0 Reading. Coming up in the bottom of the first, looking to get some offensive action on the board. The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Reading looking to get it started here in the bottom of the first. As your Fightin' Phils trail 1-0 on the home run by Jared Triolo. A bullpen game for the Altoona Curve as they'll send J.C. Flowers out for an inning or two. The righty used to be an outfielder in college but has transitioned to pitcher as Jalen Ortiz rips this one down the left field line. He's going to take two. Bobbled by the left fielder, Frazier, and Jalen has a stand-up double to lead off this game. And that's the way to do it. Here's Jonathan Guzman with a runner in scoring position and nobody out. Obviously, Frazier in left, Triolo and center, and Scott over in right. Alvarez at the hot corner, Peguero and Shackelford in the middle infielder, and Gorski over at first. Blake Sable back behind the plate. Guzzi goes to lay down a bunt, but it's ball. Our Phils have spent a good amount of time working on bunts this season, and it's certainly paying off. For a long time, they were leading the league in sacrifice bunts, also a good amount of bunt singles as well. This goes back to the pitcher. As Guzman lays it down, he sacrifices himself to move Jalen Ortiz into third base, and now Reading's got the tying run. 90 feet from the plate as Guzman heads back into the dugout. Here's Vito Fresia. I'm going to actually go look that up right this second because I know for a good amount of time, Reading was leading all of minor league baseball in sacrifice bunts. Here's Fresia. From the right side, he takes a ball outside, 1-0. One out on the board. Ortiz is going to look to come home, if anything, should get by Blake Sable, the catcher. Way above head, 2-0. Bark in the Park Day here at FirstEnergy Stadium. So they've got Blooper the Hound Dog, one of the Phil's leading mascots, being the bat dog for this game, which I think the crowd is pretty happy with it. As Fresia punches this foul, we'll go again. There's a called strike at the knees. Oh, it's a ball. 3-1 the count. So Reading, with that sacrifice bunt there from Guzman, has 13 on the season, and they are tied for third in all of minor league baseball, which is pretty impressive considering there's, 120 teams. Golfing this right into the glove of the shortstop, Peguero, is Fresia, and there's out number 2 on the board. Well struck, but just right to where the shortstop was standing. That's kind of unlucky. And there's out number 2. Ortiz still stuck on third. Here's Logan O'Hoppe, the cleanup hitter. He'll be playing as the designated hitter today after catching 5 days in a row. Usually he'd get another night off in there, but because of the doubleheader, he caught 1 game that day, but he didn't catch 2, but he still caught that day, So the MTO ground ball deep in the hole at short. Peguero all the way across the diamond, the pick, and they get him. Jalen Ortiz with a leadoff double, but he's stranded on third, and that will do it as we head into the top half. Altoona keeps their 1-0 lead. We'll be right back in just a moment.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Play ball weekend. Pine Grove Little League. Reading Area Community College. ROG Orthodontics, Sunday Family Fun Day, Stratus, Street Treat, Tommy and Graham's Birthday Party, Troop 529, Painter Plumbing Incorporated, Brand Flights, Fairlane Gardens Nursing and Rehabilitation, French Street Friends, Grado Dental Care, Happy 10th Birthday Zane, Hollywood Cleaners, John's 60th Birthday, Kids Clubhouse at the Main Line, Luke's birthday, Lutheran Church of the Holy Trinity of Leesport, Gold Experts, Next Level Martial Arts, Paul Family. Congratulations, Pine Forge Dodgers, League Changers. Red Keepers Auto Repairs, Reformed Congregation Oheb Shalom. St. Luke's, The Cherry on Top. Thomas Smith Medicare Insurance Services, Whitney. And happy birthday, Chuck, #1 Phillies fan. Our good friends at Truist Bank sponsor the Truist Non-Hole Game, which allows local nonprofit youth organizations to attend our Phillies games throughout the season. Thanks as always to our good friends at Truist for sponsoring the Non-Hole Game. Batting for the curve, first baseman number 35, Matt Gorski.
Top of the second here. Altoona leads 1-0. Here's Matt Gorski, who was at bat when Davis was picked off. He grounds it right to Jonathan Guzman and over to first. So although he gets a second opportunity, he takes a ground ball for out number 1 here of the second. Here's Aaron Shackelford with one away. Clearly has some supporters in the crowd. Shackelford takes the first pitch ball. The righty throws down to the lefty for ball number 2. Infield, outfield, back deep. And there's a called strike. The pool is full down the first baseline. Left field deck and the 67 Club are hopping as well. Both of those right general admission tickets are pretty full. Three balls and 1 strike here. Solid crowd for a Sunday. Swinging strike by Shackelford. Leverett goes off speed. And he's able to get strike 2. The count is now full. Adams' 8th start of the season. Been on the injured list for about a month. As he goes away for ball 4. The Curve will have a base runner here with 1 out and Matt Frazier due up. Does set Adam up for the double play ball if possible. Talk about that every time somebody's on first. Just because I want to see it. He has a pretty big ground ball inducer as well. Also a guy that can make some seriously athletic plays in the field, so look for that to happen. This is crushed down into right field. Racing over and diving for it is Chris Sharp. He's not able to come up with it. Here's the play at the plate. Behind Vito and sliding in safely is Shackelford. Ends up being a triple for Matt Frazier. And Altoona leads 2-0. What a heck of a layout there for Chris Sharp. I mean, he gave up his body for that play. And Redding, that's going to be a double and a advance on the throw, actually, there. So Frazier just credited for the double there. But the thing about this stadium is that the warning track is not dirt. The warning track is gravel, which is very rare, very old school. So when Chris Sharp was laying out, he was laying out on stones right there, which, you know, says a lot about his character and what he's willing to do for his team. But a run ends up scoring, so the infield will come in here to Connor Scott. He bumps 2 balls back, foul. And Leverett still looking for out number 2. Good throw home by Kevin Vicuna there to cut that ball off. But just not in time. Now the infield is going to come in here. Mckay thought about coming in as well, but he did not, and instead he's going to go stay back. Connor Scott jogging down to first. Here's the number 9 hitter, Alvarez. Now with runners on the corners. Still one out. And that was going to go in as catcher's interference. So back-to-back days we've seen catcher's interference. Ohapi yesterday and Freisha today. And I think that might say something about how these batters are standing so deep back in that batter's box. And this is tough for the Fightin' Phils here. A traffic jam on the base pass. Scott going. This is fouled back, and he'll have to go back again. Yesterday, that catcher's interference was called when Matt Gorski was in the box. Today, it was Connor Scott. Altoona leads 2-0. Leverett trying to hold them off. And that does go in as an error on Vito Freisha. Time is called. Alvarez doing a number in the first base batter's box. I mean, he is just kicking out all kinds of dirt. You know who's not going to be happy about that dirt? Steps back in the batter's box with an 0-2 count. Looking back for a second. Grounded over to third. Jerez on the run. He'll make the play at first, but a runner does come home. Matt Frazier crosses the bag for third run for Altoona. And that does push Connor Scott over into scoring position, but there's 2 outs now. And Altoona continues to hammer the Fightin' Phils. They're up 3-0 here in the second as we go to the top of the order with Leover Peguero. Peguero was out on a fly out to center field his first time up. Takes a first pitch, ball below the knees. When the Fightins come back up in the bottom half, they'll have Mckay, Corridor, and Chris Sharp try to do some damage. There's a called strike on the outside, 1-1. Standing tall is Peguero. Leverett deals off speed. That breaking ball has really been working for the starter today. They've been chasing him all over. Two outs on the board, runner on second. Leverett looks back at him. Now he comes home with the 1-2. Sent foul into the cattle herder down the third base line. We'll go again.
Don't be foul. Come get fresh at American Barber and Beauty Academy.
From the right side, Peguero. Back in the righty batter's box. He takes a little chin music upstairs and he tries to avoid being hit and he goes around. A little frustrated, but that's the way that happens and it will end the inning. Altoona does get 2 runs on the board. And so they lead 3-0 as we head into the bottom half. Reading looking for some offense.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Here's Josh Ockamy to start off the bottom of the second. The R-Phils trail now 3-0 as Altoona popped on 2 more in the top half, but Josh Ockamy is up to bat and he sends this one sharply foul, making the count 0-2. Reading did get a hit in the first. Jalen Ortiz led off the game with a double. Moved over to third on a sacrifice bunt, but just couldn't come home. And so we'll see what he can do now. Ockamy from the left side takes an 0-2 inside, and he'll get to go again here. Outside goes the bullpen pitcher Flowers, who I think will probably be done after this frame, but I guess we'll have to see pitch count-wise. He's only at 15 as Ockamy takes a ball. .95 out of the reliever. Big leg kick and he comes home, ties up Josh on the inside, and there is out number 1 to start off the bottom of the second. Here's Aldrum Corridor now with nobody on. Had the night off yesterday, hoping maybe some fresh legs, a fresh at-bat here can do some good for the Fightin' Phils. Takes the first pitch strike, 1-1. Here as the righty fires and he fouls it back. Aldrum's had a pretty solid series, a grand slam, couple of base knocks. 5 for 15, so, you know, in the 300s. It's pretty solid. Has reached his last 3 games safely. So he sends one outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just looking to get on, if he can. Started off the season injured, then joined us a couple days in. Over the right side, ranging back is Shackelford. They had the shift on him, and he hits right into it for out number 2. Here's Chris Sharp with 2 outs away. Sharp had a solid hit yesterday. Played some good defense out in center field as well. Tried to rob a home run. He also had a sacrifice fly and a walk and a run scored. So arguably the best offensively yesterday for the Fightin' Phils, who had a combined just 4 hits. Sharp, Vicuna, Freesia, and Ockamy. Takes the ball outside. And then a strike. Altoona 3 runs on 2 hits. Reading no runs on 1 hit. They'd have made 1 error in the field. That was the catcher's interference. That does technically go in as an error. Way outside. Flowers misses to the righty bat, and now it's 2-2. looking to just keep the line moving. Reading's been pretty solid with 2-out rallies. Waiting in the on-deck circle is Alvarez. Sharp takes it above the letters, and suddenly the count is full. And there's ball 4. Chris is going to work a 2-out walk to get himself on base for Alvarez, who is playing in just his 4th game in a Fightin Phil's uniform after being called up from the FCL. I think he'll be here as long as it takes for Wendell Riho to rehab and get back. We'll have to wait and see. But you never know. He's had 1 hit in AA, so you can cross that off the checklist. Takes a first pitch ball with 2 outs. Reading looking to keep the line moving. On deck now is Kevin Vicuna. Really great Sunday crowd here at the ballpark. Nice and loud and fun. Jerez connects, fouling it back with 2 outs. Chris Sharp is going, certainly one of the speedier team members. Flowers sets up. The 1-1 is chased by Jerez, 99. The reliever puts up. Crowd is cheering him on. They want to see the R-Phils do some damage here. They trail 3-0. The 1-2 grounded foul down the third baseline will go again. Steps back in the righty batter's box with 2 outs on the board. Reading has a runner on first, looking for their first run of the game if possible. Flowers deals. Jerez holds on a pitch outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sharp worked a walk to move down. Shuffles off the bag at first. The 2-2 poked foul again. Jerez is really working here. And that is a called strike 3. A hard fought at bat there by Albert Jerez, but he just comes out on the wrong end of the call, and that will do it. The Fightin strand a runner in the bottom of the second. Scoreless going into the top of the third. Altoona leads 3-0.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Betances throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Betances is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Betances, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Adam Leverett back on the rubber for the Fightin' Phils, looking for his first clean frame here. He's allowed 1 in the first off a home run and then 2 in the second. Ground ball, ranging over Jerez, fires to first. And there's out number 1 to start off the third. Well played by Jerez. Has the better angle on it than Guzman, who was coming in already and just was able to make a really sharp play. Fightin' Phils have had a runner on in each frame. They just haven't been able to drive anyone across. Looks like the curve will go with a different pitcher out of the bullpen, so maybe they have better luck against somebody else. Back-to-back foul balls out of Henry Davis here. Puts 2 strikes to his name. Davis was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Then he was picked off. He's the designated hitter. Just coming back from his rehab yesterday after being hit by a pitch in the wrist earlier in the season. Is he clipped again? Are you kidding me? He's awarded first. I think the man's just standing too far in. I think that's his 15th hit by pitch this season. Now the trainer's going to come out. He's fine. He's heading down. That's weird. Well, he's down on first on a free pass now. And here is Blake Sable. Struck out his first time up. Sable takes the first pitch, strike. 1 out on the board here in the top of the third. Altoona leads 3 runs on 2 hits. Reading no runs on 1 hit. Just missing outside. Brian DeBrouwer not calling pitches on that outside corner today. So note to see if he's consistent throughout this contest. Runner on first. Davis has already been picked off today. Leverett's got his back to the righty. Now he comes home. Fouled back. We'll go again. Leverett takes a deep breath. The righty comes home. This is a ground ball right side. Vicuna, Guzman over to first, and they turn 2. A big out for Adam Leverett. And he faces the minimum here in the third, puts up a big fat donut on the board, and now his team has got to give him some run support in the bottom of the third, down by 3.
When the Ready Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners.
You want to buy some
Special thanks to Wild Missing
Just
Family Restaurant
follow
and
me
Bakery,
into this well-lit
Squad
Lidl
Cafe,
grocery store. Here at Lidl,
Italian
we buy
Bakery,
in bulk and
Pizzeria,
cut down on costs
Jimmy
wherever
G's
possible.
Railroad
Then
House,
we pass the
Nemo's
savings on to
Italian
you.
Restaurant
Trust me,
and Pizzeria,
everything's done
Jersey
totally
Mike's
legit and
Subs,
above board.
Clingers on
Nothing to be worried
California,
about.
and Subway
Yep,
for making sure
Lidl's
the
pretty
Fightin'
great.
Phils front
It's
office
just your
is never
run-of-the-mill
hungry on
grocery
game
store,
day.
except with
Our staff
way,
enjoys delicious meals from our
way
team
lower
feed partners,
prices.
but don't take
Lidl.
our word for it.
Suspiciously
Find out
low-priced
for
groceries.
yourself today.
Reading Fightin' Phils
Reading
in conjunction
Fightin'
with
Phils
Savage
birthday
Auto
party
Park Fiesta
package.
Fridays
The best
are
way to
proud to
celebrate a
partner with
birthday.
EXP
Whether you are a
Realty
youngster or an
Associate
adult,
Broker
there's
Alex
no better
Kansas
birthday
throughout the
than a Fightin's
2022
birthday.
season.
The Fightin's
Visit
fans
Alex's
birthday
convenient
package is
website at
customizable for fans of any age and starts at just
VRGPA.com
$120.
and search for your perfect
Base
home
packages
today.
include 10
His
general
custom
admission
search
tickets
bar makes
to a
house hunting
Fightin's home
online
game,
easier
an
than
autographed
ever.
baseball,
And he's there
and
to
a
answer
VIP
all your
reserved parking
questions.
spot.
Call Alex
Fans
today
can also
at
add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite
EXP
Fightin's
Realty
fan's
Associate
birthday
Broker
is a
Alex
grand
Kansas
slam.
is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage
To enjoy
Auto
a perfectly
Fiesta Friday
crafted
games during the
1893 from the
2022
makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Now batting for the Reading Hot Dogs, the second baseman, number 3, Kevin Vicuna.
Kevin Vicuna, the R-Phil's number 9 batter, is set to lead us off here. The Fightin' Phils, they trail by 3, so they got to get some offensive action here for Adam Leverett as we enter the bottom of the third inning. A pitching change, a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. We knew this was going to happen, a bullpen game for the Curve as J.C. Flowers hands the ball over to Emmanuel Mejia. Sends a first pitch ball to Vicuna and then a second one fouled back. We've seen Mejia one other time in this series. 0.1 inning of work, 4 pitches. Solid dominant. Takes Vicuna outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Our Phils have had a base runner in each frame so far. Jalen Ortiz a double and Chris Sharp a walk. They haven't been able to drive anybody in. As Kevin takes one inside, 3-1, just looking for a leadoff runner. Would be pretty solid, I think. And both teams have that universal Monday off yesterday, so they can be a little bit more frivolous with their bullpen than they normally would. Reading's going to stay home as Kevin Vicuna takes ball number 4. He'll jog down to first, and Reading will start off the bottom of the third with a base runner as we head back to the top of the order with Jalen Ortiz. So Reading will stay home next week as well, back-to-back homestands here in the month of June. They'll see the Portland Sea Dogs next Tuesday through Sunday. That's the Red Sox affiliate. Set to be a pretty good series. Jalen Ortiz, who's 1 for 1 today with a double, comes up with a runner on first and nobody out. He takes a pitch way inside. Lights have come on here at the ballpark. It's a little bit overcast, so the sun is not kind of in the field of play right now. And it's a little bit darker. Not problematic, but it just is. Good throw over by Mejia to Gorski with a late tag. Diving back safely is Kevin Vicuna. He's got some pretty solid speed on him. I don't know if the Fightins will risk a base runner here, but he'll definitely be aggressive running. Deep in the hole at third, they're going to try to turn 2, 5-4-3. I think Ortiz runs it out, and he does. Jalen avoids the double play here. Vicuna out on the fielder's choice, so he replaces Kevin at first. Here's Jonathan Guzman with 1 out. Guzman laid down a perfect sacrifice bunt in the first. Takes the ball to start off this at-bat. Shuffling off the bag is Ortiz. This is lined out sharply to Frazier, and Jalen has to hustle back to first. Well struck by Guzman just to exactly where Frazier was standing.
Catcher number 16, Vito Frisha.
Here's Vito Frisha with a runner on first and 2 outs now. Hoping to get something across for the Fightin' Phils in this inning. They trail by 3, and they've only recorded 1 hit. Frisha smacks this ball sharply but foul. Jalen shuffles off the bag. He has to get back quickly. Henry Davis, the catcher, thought about throwing it down to first, but he wasn't able to grip it well. Crowd cheering loudly for the R Phils here. Runner on first, 2 outs. Freesia checks his swing. They point down. He doesn't go around. 2 balls and a strike. Mejia gets the sign from Davis. Glove at the waist. Runner on first, 2 outs. Reading trails by 3. A called strike on the outside corner, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Freesia lined out sharply to the shortstop his last time up. And he pops one foul, will go again. Settling in the righty batter's box very close to the plate is Vito Freesia. Here's the offering by Mejia. It's upstairs, and now the count is full. Mejia's thrown 15 pitches here. Jalen shuffles off the bag at first with 2 outs. He's going on contact. Now he's going. The pitch is in the dirt. It doesn't matter. It's ball 4. And Reading's going to have 2 on here as they try to rally with 2-hitter Logan O'Hoppe. And if you're not paying attention now, you should, because O'Hoppe has been absolutely on fire. 13 home runs so far this season. You want to know how many he had last year? 17. We're not even halfway through right now. And now we'll see a visit from the pitching coach, Drew Bennis here. The entire infield's going to come in. The first time that the Curve are in a jam today, they've got Ortiz on second. And Vito Freesia down on first with Logan O'Hoppe up at the plate. The wind is blowing perfectly for O'Hoppe here, right to left outside of the park. Matt Seelinger warming up for the bullpen for the Fightins. Wasn't sure how long they were going to get Leverett for his first time out off of the injured list in a month. Now they head back out. Logan O'Hoppe, after getting some insight from his teammates, will head back up. Manager Sean Williams over at the third base coach's box, ready to wave around his runners. There are 2 outs, so Reading is in a tight spot here, trying to get on the board, down by 3 in the bottom of the third. O'Hoppe gets very close to the plate. Here's the first offering by Mejia. It's a ball that gets away from the catcher, Davis. Both runners are going to advance, and that is huge for the Fightin' Phils, as now they have 2 in scoring position. That's going to go in as a wild pitch. Ortiz to third and Freesia to second. And, of course, Davis is going to have to be perfect, because this time if the runners advance, somebody's coming home. Logan O'Hoppe pops this up sky high. It's going to stay in the field of play. Making the catch in foul territory is the third baseman, Alvarez. And that does it. Reading gets 2 in scoring position, but they fail to drive one home. So they trail by 3 going into the top of the 4th here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated
follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Reading Fightin' Phils in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays are proud to partner with EXP Realty for more information. Alex Patanzas throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgva.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610.
Cornwall Manor Center is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Matt Seelander called out of the Alvernia University bullpen here for the Fightin' Phils as they trail 3-0. The relievers looking to keep it that way. Here in the top of the fourth, it'll be Matt Gorski, Aaron Shackelford, and Matt Frazier due up. Gorski takes a first pitch strike. Leverett's day is done after 3 innings of work. The righty threw how many pitches? 42. As Seelander gets a swinging strike. Gave up 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. I wasn't sure how long they were going to give him in his first start over a month. And with the day off tomorrow, the Phils have a greater usage of the bullpen. So we'll see Seelander in for probably 2. And his first batter, he gets a swinging strikeout on 3 pitches. There's 1. Aaron Shackelford walked and scored a run in the second. First time seeing Seelander today. Righty on lefty matchup. Shackelford takes the ball outside. Seelander, a 3.14 ERA. He's been solid as of late, looking to keep that rolling as a part of the Fightin' Phils bullpen. Honestly, the bullpen has really settled in well as Shackelford fouls one back. It moves to 1-1 today. Play ball weekend here at FirstEnergy Stadium, a minor league, Major League Baseball wide promotion, trying to get more kids invested in the game of baseball and softball. So we invited kids out to play catch on the field. We invited all of our players to join us, take photos with the fans, meet the fans, and I think it went really well. I think everybody had a great time. The players always are willing to participate in things like that, and the kids out on the field with a couple of stations there. Seelander misses outside to the righty, or to the lefty, excuse me. 2-1 is popped up sky high. Coming over is Freesia, but it's going to end up in the stands, and the count evens at 2-2. So there was 5 stations with professional coaches out there, local high school coaches. And a couple other players as well, you know, practicing fielding ground balls, pop-ups, taking bases, all that fun stuff. Seelander has 1 out here in the top of the 4th, looking for 2 as he has Shackelford down 2 balls and 2 strikes. The righty, a big leg kick, and he fires home. This is fouled back again. It's going to hit the roof here. Wind still blowing softly from right to left. The sky looks okay. I know a lot of people were concerned about rain today, but you know, it keeps just getting pushed back and pushed back. So we'll have to wait and see if it ever comes. But our groundskeeper Dirt does a fantastic job of keeping the field ready to go. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shackelford fouling quite a number back. This is pitch number 8 of the at-bat. Sealander glove at the chest. He takes a big, deep breath, steps back with his left leg, fires home, and this is rocketed down the first base line. It ends up in the R-Phil's bullpen. Another foul ball back. We'll go again. Altoona 3 runs on 2 hits. The R-Phil 0 runs on 1 hit. They've had some chances, just haven't been able to play to run. 2-2 below the zone, and now the count is full. Pitch number 9 coming in here. Infield, outfield, back deep. The step back by Seal. Popped up in the infield. Hustling over is Freesia, so is Alvarez, but it ends up in the concourse. And another pitch impending here. Bad News Bears clip playing on the video board there, as Matt has to go back to the mound. He's bummed out about the Rangers' loss today. He and Logan O'Hoppe shared a sweet moment reflecting on the season when they came in. It was kind of funny. I mean, they had a good run, though. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Another foul by Shackelford, and he keeps going, pulling Oppo. Can't figure out what he's trying to do with the pitch. That was 10 pitches here. You could tell they're both getting tired. Who's going to come out on top? There's 1 out here in the top of the 4th. 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Aaron Shackelford. The righty kicks and fires home inside. That's ball 4, and after all of that, it ends up in a walk. Shackelford's going to head down to first, much to the dismay of the crowd. And here is Matt Frazier with 1 on and 1 out.
Left-hander number 28, Matt Frazier.
Frazier doubled and scored a run. Also an RBI in the 2nd. Same situation, actually. Shackelford walked down to first. We'll see if this time could end in the R-Phil's favor as Altoona leads 3-0. Inside, good block by Vito Freesia. Slides over on his knees. Doesn't get past him. And Shackelford staying on first. Got to talk about the Phillies. They ended their 9-game win streak today, 13-1. Obviously struggling with some offense, but I think, you know what, save the hits. If you're gonna take a loss, take a loss. Runner going, but this is fouled by Frazier. The hit and run doesn't quite work out, and now he has to go back, and there's a strike to Frazier. I think it must start drizzling now because all of the fans are coming closer to me up under the roof here at the ballpark. I don't think it's that bad because some of them are just sitting through it. That's how I judge whether or not it's raining. Hard. Still playable, certainly. Kids in the pool are loving it, though. I think if I was out there, I would too. Sealander gets the sign from Vito Freesia. A wild swinging strike out of Frazier. Almost took himself down. Did like a 360 there. Spinning around, trying to take the hack. Lehigh Valley, they're in Omaha. They're starting their game a little bit later in the day. Sealander taking his time there out on the mound. Jersey Shore, they played an earlier game. They lost 10-7 to Hudson Valley. Still a pretty high scoring offensive game on either side as Matt sends this home to Frazier. Pop up down the right field line. It's shallow enough. Hustling over to make the catch is Ortiz. And there's out number 2 as Shackelford has to remain on first. Jersey Shore had 14 hits though. Johan Rojas homered in the lost, as well as Rickson Wingrove. So something certainly to keep an eye on. Andrew Painter in his first high A start, 3 innings of work, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Certainly different level of talent than low A. Pretty big jump between all the levels, I gotta say. But his first start, and hopefully he can settle in over there. This is popped up down the third baseline. Jerez on the run. He's going to run out of room. Scott will step back in the lefty batter's box with 2 outs and a runner on first. Seelinger looking for a 0 on the scoreboard to keep his team in this thing. 0-1 becomes the 0-2 as Scott chases a ball down and away. Now I can see the rain on the dugout. There's a dark cloud overhead, but I can't see what it looks like beyond the right field wall because that's the way the wind is pushing and that's the way the clouds will push as well. It's certainly not playable right now. It's just a little bit more than a drizzle. Shackelford on first. Throwing over is Seelinger. Mckay covering him on. He makes the tag, not in time. The rest of the infield is back deep. Guzman certainly keeping an eye on second base if Shackelford should come over. And Connor Scott with an 0-2 count is in the lefty batter's box. Just outside goes Seelinger. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leans over, gets the sign from Vito Freesia back behind the plate. Freesia or Conley usually cover on the day off. Again, another pop-up from Scott. Will go again. It's been Freesia more often recently just because Conley's playing almost all the days in the field, in the outfield. Conley's had 12 games at catcher. This is Freesia's 6th this season. Both of them taking over for Logan O'Hoppe when it's his turn to have a day off. Seelinger looking for strike 3. Runner going. Ground ball right side. Vicuna gobbles it up over to first, and that will do it. No, what? Foul tip. Are they saying Freesia got in the way again? Another catcher's interference to the same batter? I find that hard to believe that it's not his fault. I've never seen catcher's interference called this season until this series, and now it's been 3 times. Sean's going to come out and argue with the home plate umpire, Brian DeBrouwer. It's sus. Same guy, 3 calls in 2 days, and I've never seen it before. Got to run it back here. And so that'll end up with Scott down on first, and over to second is Shackelford. And there's 2 on and 2 out. Sean's obviously not going to get the call he's looking for. Here's the number 9 hitter, Andres Alvarez.
Third base number 30, Andres Alvarez.
Alvarez has 2 on and 2 out. Seelinger is going to have to work out of a traffic jam on the base pass here, but this is kind of when you prove how mentally tough you are, and I think Seelinger is just that. We'll see if he attacks the batter. Alvarez sends one inside, 1-0. Big swinging strike out of Andres. 93-mile-an-hour fastball, 1-1. This is rocketed out to center field. It's going to drop in front of Chris Sharp. Here's the throw for the play at the plate. It's cut off by Mckay. He sends it over to third. And that'll score a run as Shackelford comes across. Altoona leads 4-0. Scott over at third. And Alvarez stays at first. Runners on the corners with 2 away. And now it's got pretty dark overhead here.
Shortstop number 3, Leo Pagero.
Matt Hockenberry, the pitching coach, is going to come out here to have a chat with Sealander. It's just been a series of unfortunate events against the Phils today. The entire infield coming in. Those guys in the outfield, I feel bad they never are included in these kind of things. Everybody's going to go back. Sealander is going to see the top of the order in Leo Pagero, who's 0 for 2 today. Just one of 2 batters not to reach successfully here for the Curve, and we're only in the 4th inning. They've scored in 3 innings so far. They lead 4-0. They've only had 3 hits. It's just been weird, and they've done well with runners in scoring position. Scott over at third, Alvarez at first. Pagero in the batter's box. Runner going, ground ball. Guzman across the diamond, and that will do it. Sealander on 1 pitch gets the job done, but a run does come across the plate. It's Altoona 4, Reading nothing. And they've got to start putting some offense together in the bottom half.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally, so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Now batting for the Hot Dogs, first baseman number 35, Josh Ackerman.
Reading's got some work to do here in the bottom of the 4th. They trail 4-0. Another pitching change for the Altoona Curve as Mejia hands the ball over to Omar Cruz, who is a starter, but we'll see him out of the bullpen here. The dugout door is not closed, so now they close it, and the home plate umpire says we're ready to go as Josh Akami, Aldrim Corridor, and Chris Sharp are due up. Lefty-lefty matchup. Josh takes this out to right center field. Ranging over and diving is Scott. The ball bounces all the way to the wall. Josh hustling for 2. He's going to hold up there, and Akami leads us off with a double here to start the 4th. Well struck by the lefty batter. That was a great way to start the frame. Here's Aldrim Corridor now. 0 for 1 in the contest. But as I said before, he's been pretty solid in this series. His family's here, as well, a son and a daughter. Kevin Vicuna is as well. He has a young son. And both of their sons are named Derek, which, like, what are the odds of that? That's cool. Anyways, takes the first pitch strike, fouling it back. Above the head, 1-1. Saw Cruz earlier this series. Corridor went 1 for 1 against him. So good shot here. Everybody batted pretty well. Corridor from the left side following Akami, the lefty batter. A ball and 2 strikes. Looking back is Cruz. Now will come home. Corridor punches it foul. Will go again. Good catch by a fan down the left field line. Crowd excited here. I think the drizzle has stopped, and I don't think it's supposed to get any worse than that, so hopefully we're good to go through this contest here. Reading's got something brewing. A runner on second, and nobody out. They trail by 4. Cruz looks back. Now he comes home outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Corridor confidently in the lefty batter's box, causes Cruz to step off. Akami shuffles off the bag at second. Peguero really holding him on. Kick and fire outside goes Cruz, and now the count is full. Corridor has worked his way back in this. Reading looking to score at least a run or 2 in this game. Try to chip away at the Curves lead. Ground ball to second. Corridor throws his bat in frustration. It does move Akami over to third, so now the Fightins get a runner 90 feet from home plate here for Chris Sharp. Chris Sharp stepping in the righty batter's box. He walked in his first at-bat. Would love to just keep the line moving for the R-Phils here. They have McKinley Moore warming up in their bullpen. First pitch ball to the righty bat. Sharp slams this down the first base line, foul. Wind is now picking up a little bit out to center field. One ball and a strike, runner on third, just 1 out. Looking to at least bring Josh Akami home as he takes a called strike, 1 and 2. Akami, solid runner. And there's one inside. Holding off is Sharp, and now the count evens 2 and 2. This is taken out to left field. The wind carrying it back. In center, making the catch is Triolo, but Akami able to tag and score easily. And a perfectly hit sacrifice fly by Chris Sharp scores Reading's first run of the game. They trail by just 3 now here. And here is Alvarez with 2 away. Working quickly now is Cruz. Sends a ball and a swinging strike in here to Jerez. Struck out looking his first time up. Kevin Vicuna in the on-deck circle. Outside, a called strike. Infield, outfield, back deep here to Jerez. Working with nobody on the base paths. Takes a swinging strike to end the frame, but Reading does get a run on the board. They trail 4-1 into the fifth. We go at FirstEnergy Stadium. Should see McKinley Moore in just a moment.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Party's getting underway right now at Southgate Plaza. Now coming to the game for the Alberta University Golden Wolves bullpen. Hot Dogs pitcher number 43, McKinley Moore.
As we head into the top of the fifth inning, Reading trails 4-1. Chris Sharp, a sacrifice fly to score Josh Ockamy. It'll be McKinley Moore who gets the call out of the Alvernia University bullpen. He'll see Henry Davis and give him a ball, and then he fouls one down the line. Excuse me, this is Jared Triolo. Henry Davis is in the on-deck circle. Triolo was solo shot in the first, scoring the Altoona's first run of the game. They've plated a run in 3 of 4 frames, so we'll see if Moore can kind of keep away from that, hold his team in this contest. Time is called. Triolo steps out. Two balls and a strike. The righty, glove at the waist, comes home. Fastball hits 97. Triolo just gets a piece of it, and the count moves to full. An automatic ball was called there to McKinley Moore as he took too long to throw a pitch, violated the pitch clock. You get 14 seconds to throw down. And he took too long. Here's the payoff pitch, another foul ball back. Fan tried to make a snag out of the air. Didn't. Moore working here, looking for out number 1 at the top of the fifth. Payoff pitch, and he gets him swinging, ties him up on the inside. And there is out number 1 to Jared Triolo. Now here's Henry Davis. Moore we've seen reach triple digits down in Hartford, 100 and 101 a couple times in that outing. Very impressive. Outside goes Moore, trying to get him to chase. 2 balls and no strikes. The righty comes set at the waist. Seems to be really settling in with this organization after being traded from the White Sox right before we started the season for Adam Hazley. But you know what? I think he's opened up quite a bit since he's been here. I'm sure that was a tough transition, but really have enjoyed talking to him and getting to know him over these past few weeks as the 3-0 hits the outside part of the strike zone. Moves it to 3-1. The offering in at the knees. McKinley Moore deals 97 for a called strike. And now this count is full. He's worked his way back from 3-0. Who's going to come out on top? He's already got 1 away. Trying to put up a clean frame and keep this team in it. Payoff pitch is fouled back. Henry Davis, who's been hit by a pitch twice, gets a piece of it. Or hits the dirt. And that is ball 4. Runner on first. Free walk to get down there, and here's Blake Sable. Steps in the lefty batter's box. Shuffling over is Davis. I don't think the catcher is going to go, but I guess we'll see. Sable takes one inside. Outside, a called strike. Moore grazes and Freisha holds right in the zone. Moore takes a deep breath. He's going to have to go before he violates the pitch clock again. And he does, getting a swinging strike out of Sable, 1 and 2. Davis shuffles over. Sable sharply fouls this into the picnic area and left. That'll keep his count. Moore looks down and up. Now he comes home. In the dirt, Freisha, a good block. We'll go again. Moore looks down. Now back up. Swing and a miss. 97. He breezes right by Sable. Out number 2 here. Strikeout number 2 for McKinley Moore. Davis stays put on first. And here is Matt Gorski. sharply struck into left. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Gorski pushes Davis over to second. Rain starts coming down once more.
Second baseman number 39, Aaron Shackelford.
And here's Aaron Shackelford, who's walked twice today. People coming up under cover once again, but everyone's hanging out. I mean, it's, other than the drizzle, it's a really nice day. Like, it feels great out. Breeze coming off a couple of hot days. Moore leans over. Gets the sign from Freesia. Now he looks back at second in the dirt. Good block by Vito. Kids in the pool, they don't even mind it down there. Now the people are scramming, so it must be really raining. It's so hard to tell. Moore looks back on second. I know the grounds crew's ready. A line drive right to Jonathan Guzman, standing back behind second. Makes the catch. And that will do it here to end the inning. McKinley Moore puts a 0 up on the scoreboard. To the bottom of the fifth we go. Reading trails by 3.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts.
Starting to seriously come down here in the bottom of the fifth inning. I can tell we're going to see a beautiful rainbow after it's done because it's still light out. You know when it's light and it's raining? As we come into the bottom of the fifth inning, Reading trails 4-1, but I think this is the chance to jump up. They're going to start with Kevin Vicuna and then back to the top of the order with Ortiz and Guzman. Guzman made a great catch. Sharp line drive to end the inning. Kevin takes a first pitch ball. Lefty Cruz will stay in the game. He allowed some traffic on the base pass, but only allowed one run to score for the Phils. Vicuna takes back-to-back balls. The umpires are the ones that make the call now. Before the game starts, it's the general manager, Scott Hunsinger, along with, the opinions of the groundskeeper, the managers, the opposing team. But after the first pitch is thrown, it's the umpires as Vicuna looks to lay down a bunt, but he pulls back. 3-1 the count. There's a called strike, and suddenly this count is full. Reading's got to get on the board here, especially with the rain. Vicuna fouls one back. I know the grounds crew did a good job in that half inning, try to make sure the field is dry enough, and I can see them hanging out over in the cattle herder just to make sure everything's good to go out on the field. Cruz with the 3-2. Vicuna holds off. Upstairs, ball 4, and Reading's going to start off this frame with a base runner. As we go back to the top of the order, here is Jalen Ortiz. He's had one of Reading's just 2 hits today. Josh Ockamy has had the other. Runner on first. Nobody out. Checks his swing. He does go around. Strike 1. The sky is like dark back beyond the field. It's not overhead. lights are on just in case. Outside goes Cruz, 1-1. It's a part of playing outside. Sometimes you got to play in conditions. I think people would be rather wet than in 30-degree weather like we started off the season. Ortiz slams this into the hole on the left side. Vicuna moves over to second, and suddenly Reading threatening with 2 on and nobody out. That's a multi-hit game for Jalen Ortiz. And here is Jonathan Guzman. He's laid a perfect sacrifice bunt down in the first. We'll see what he chooses to do here. Manager Sean Williams gives his team the sign with 2 on and nobody out. Reading has a big opportunity here. They're down by just 3 runs at the midway point in this contest. Lefty Cruz to the righty Guzman is fouled back. It looks like it went off the umpire's mask, but he seems okay. Cruz deals at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. The curve, 4 runs on 4 hits. Reading 1 run on 3 hits now. Glove of the chest, looking back at Vicuna. Now he comes home, and that's a called strike 3. Guzman's going to head back into the dugout without number 1. Here's Vito Fresia. Fresia has walked once, lined out sharply to the shortstop. A looping curve in for a strike. Two runners on, just 1 out for the Fightin' Phils here in the bottom of the 5th. The slow ground ball rolls foul down the third baseline, and Fresia's down 0-2. Another foul ball back by Vito. I was talking about this a little bit yesterday, but the situational hitting that Fresia's been working on, I think has really helped him out a lot the past few games, and we'll see if he can put that into action here. Reading trails by 3. They've got 2 on. He usually pokes it the opposite way, but his wind is in his favor if he's able to pull the ball. Ground ball left side, 5, they step on the bag across to first, and he grounds into a double play. And after Reading gets 2 on, they aren't able to score a run. They trail by 3. Into the top of the 6th we go here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phils mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top-flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, M-A-S-C-A-R-O, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services
For local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Well, we're trying to go into the top of the 6th. McKinley Moore, I think, is struggling with the way the mound is right now with the dirt starting to clump with this rain. Obviously, Reading would love to keep going. 5 innings have passed, so technically this could count as a full game, but obviously the home team is trailing by 3. And they want to keep playing. The call is made by the umpires, though, so I know our grounds crew is certainly one of the best, if not the best, in the league. And up there, probably in all of minor league baseball. They lay down some turfus on the mound. They've got one of those cleat cleaners back behind the rubber. Moore's going to step on and see how he feels. They've added a little bit of more dry turfus out there, try to sop up some of the water and see what it's like to throw. Obviously, want to make sure it's good because you want to keep the score here and give your team the opportunity to score in the bottom of the 6th. People are sitting it out in the rain, though. I mean, some have moved under cover, but good amount are just sitting right through it. Gotta love that. Infield getting in their final warm-up throws. Freesia throws down to second, and now we're ready to go here. Moore allowed a hit and a walk in the 5th, but he kept them scoreless, and he's going to need to do exactly the same here in the 6th. So we'll see the 7, 8, and 9 batters in Frazier, Scott, and Alvarez. And we'll see how this works out here. For McKinley Moore, righty on lefty matchup. Big leg kick for the number 28 prospect, and he comes home getting a called strike. 1 for 2 is Matt Frazier, an RBI double back in the 2nd that he flew out to right. McKinley misses down and away, tries to get him to chase, but he doesn't. 1 ball and 1 strike. On the first base side of the rubber, high velo bounces back right into the net behind home plate. Group of people sitting right back there don't even flinch as the ball comes at them. Love those like little bloopers from the majors. Ever seen that like lady that sits behind the plate and she doesn't even move a muscle? Anyways, here's the 1-2 from McKinley Moore upstairs. Vito pops up to snag it out of the air. Infield, outfield, back deep. Right now, a little bit more than a drizzle right here. The players don't really seem fazed by it other than the quality of the mound, which grounds crew has kept in really good condition. 2 balls, 2 strikes outside. Moore goes, and now the count is full here. Lehigh Valley just began their game against Omaha. They're in the top of the 3rd. They trail by 4. That's the Kansas City Royals affiliate. Everybody else has wrapped up. A big swinging strikeout on a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. And Moore gets the first batter down here to start off the 6th. Strikeout number 3 for the righty. And here's Connor Scott. Now, apparently, Vito Friscia has interfered on both of Scott's at-bats. That's allowed him to take first successfully. Do you know the odds of that? I don't even know, and I could tell you it's got to be like 1/1000th of a percentage that the catcher's interference has been called 3 times in the past 2 games. So we'll keep an eye on here for Vito as a well-struck baseball heads into left. There is Corridor. Nobody touched it this time. It's ruled an out, and there's 2. Here's Andres Alvarez, who's 1 for 2 with an RBI single back in the 4th. Moore looking for what would be just the second 1-2-3 inning. Adam Leverett had one back in the 3rd. Looking to keep his team in this game. They trail just by 3. Only combined 7 hits. The curve for Reading 3. Jalen Ortiz has had 2 of those. Josh Ockamy the other one. McKinley Moore sends a first pitch off speed in for a strike of the knees, 0-1. Nobody warming up in the bullpen for Altoona, so should be Omar Cruz, who consistently starts, so could definitely take them deep into this game as we're in the top of the 6th now. Moore misses inside, 1-1. Up to 32 pitches here is McKinley Moore in his 2nd inning of work, just looking for his final out here with 2 away. Moved up when Bryson Stock graduated off the prospect list to number 28. Still waiting for Mickey Moniak to move off as well, probably sometime soon. Here's the 1-1 above the letters, 2-1. The Art-Phils wrap up the series against the Curve today. We'll take a break tomorrow, the Universal Minor League Baseball off day, and then we'll come back for 6 more at home Tuesday through Sunday against the Portland Sea Dogs. Moore misses upstairs again, 3 balls and 1 strike. Really looking forward to our series against the Red Sox affiliate. I think it's going to be extremely competitive. Moore taking his time, getting situated on the first base side of the rubber. 2 outs on the board, top of the 6th. Here's the 3-1 from the righty. That's a called strike. Ball 4, Alvarez thought that was. He was ready to throw his bat. Instead, he'll have to get back in the box with a full count. Makes some mark with his bat in the dirt. Swings it around, taps the plate, and sets it up on his right shoulder. Moore, glove at the waist, a big deep breath. Here's the payoff pitch with 2 outs. It's a ball down and away. And now Alvarez will take his base over at first. Jogs down with the free pass. Into the back of the top of the order we go with Leover Peguero. Peguero 0 for 3 today. All different ways. Ball in the air, strikeout, ball on the ground. Moore will see him for the first time today. The only batter he hasn't faced yet in his 2 innings of work. Shuffling off the bag is Alvarez with 2 outs. He's going to go. Moore keeps tabs on him. He throws over to first. Back in time is Alvarez. Josh Ockamy there to make the grab. We've already seen a runner picked off by Adam Leverett back in the 1st inning. Moore comes home now. A late chase by Peguero is the first pitch strike. Ockamy obviously holding the runner on, everybody else back deep. Vicuna playing a little bit closer to that bag at second with the righty batter. He'd be the one that's covering. Runner thinks about going. Holds up as a ball comes inside. Wind is still pushing out to center field with the rain coming down now. Starting to pick up just a little bit. Ground ball, right side, trickles foul. We'll get a fresh baseball there as the count moves to 1-2. Moore's been here before. This time he has a base runner, but he still has 2 outs. Bubby Rossman out warming up for the Fightin' Phils. 2 outs on the board. Alvarez down on first. The Curve lead by 3. Moore, glove at the waist. Here's the 1-2. Chopped down to third. On 2 hops, Jerez looked to make the catch. It bounced off his glove into shallow left. And both runners are going to be safe on their respective bags. We'll have to see how that gets scored. It's going to go as an E5. That allows Peguero to reach for the first time today. Alvarez to second. And here is Jared Triolo with 2 on and 2 out. Rossman warming up down there. I don't know how many pitches they're going to give Moore. He's up to 39. And now manager Sean Williams is going to come out. We'll see if he takes the ball or if this is just a quick meeting at the mound. Sometimes Sean will come out and he will just have a quick pep talk, have a quick play call, and see how to get the job done. I think the only difference I've been able to tell is he'll usually jog when he's trying to rally the troops, and he'll walk if he's going to take the ball and hand it over to somebody else. So he jogged out there then. He's going to give a quick pep talk. He's already back in the dugout here, trusting McKinley Moore to get this done. The infield goes back to their respective positions. Triolo 1 for 3 with a solo home run in the first. Altoona leads 4-1. They're threatening here again. Alvarez on second, Peguero on first. Runner going the pitch. In the dirt, Freesia holds it. And safe at third is Andres Alvarez with a stolen base. Peguero didn't go. He's still over at first. I don't know if there was a miscommunication with the signs, maybe. Runners on the corners. 2 away. Moore still got the opportunity to keep this frame clean. Misses down and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Freesia's been solid back behind the plate, and he's going to have to continue to do so if he wants to hold up the runners. We're still playing through this rain. It's not that hard. This is taken out to right center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Cut off by Ortiz. He'll throw it in as Triolo holds up at first. He plates Altoona's 5th run of the game. It's 5-1 curve. Peguero makes his way to third, and this inning keeps rolling. And now I do think we'll see that visit from Sean. That means a pitching change. We'll take a quick break as we allow Bubby Rossman to come out for just a moment, and then we'll be back for some more action here at the ballpark.
You're in a 201 horsepower turbocharged Kia Forte GT charging across a lake on a 2-lane highway when a seaplane skims the water alongside you. A lesser vehicle might shy away from this challenge, but then the Forte shows you what it's made of. Finally, a reason to wear those aviator sunglasses you've had in the glove compartment all this time. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today for great deals on the 2022 Kia Forte.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely.
Bubby Rossman.
Reading calls upon Bubby Rossman out of the Alvernia University bullpen as the rain really starts to come down now. I gotta be honest here. I think if anybody could pitch through these conditions, it's Bubby Rossman. I don't know what is saying that to me because he's from California and he played for the Dodgers, so like there's no rain out there. But he's just got that like adaptable personality. I think like this could be a situation where I see him thrive. He only has to get one out. He does have runners on the corners here. And he will see Henry Davis, the Pirates' #2 prospect. So we'll see how that goes down, but the grounds crew keeping the field nice and playable here with some wet conditions. Davis is going to come up. He's reached 3 times today, 2 HBPs and 1 walk, so all free passes here. And Rossman just needs 1 out to get the job done. He's cleaning some turfus off of his cleats. Make sure that he can still get some good grip in the dirt. They've got a little thing back there that helps them clean their cleats off for this kind of situation. He's finally got it off, and now he sets up on the first base side of the rubber. Hopefully just a couple pitches needed to get out of this frame. With 2 outs already on the board, it's Peguero on third and Triolo on first. He misses outside. 1-0. The runners belong to McKinley Moore. Always facing out to left field. Now he sets up, kicks and fires outside, 2-0. Does have a free base. Then he'll see, though, the cleanup hitter, Blake Sable. Lots of fans riding this out. Some sitting in the rain, some sitting under the cover, and the kids in the pool are having the best time. Rossman misses 3-0 here to Henry Davis. Digs in, right foot in the rubber. And there's a called strike. Davis thought it was ball 4, but Rossman hits 96. And he gets the strike. 3-1 the count. Kicks and fires. This is ripped foul down the first base line into the stands. And now it's full, and Rossman just 1 pitch away from getting out of this frame. Altoona's already plated a run. They lead 5-1. Just need to come up to bat. Sky high pop-up in foul territory. The runner was going. He'll have to come back. You can hear it slam on the roof. I mean, maybe you can't, but I could. And we'll get to go again. Runners on the corners, 2 outs here, top of the 6th. It's really raining at the ballpark now. Redding just looking to get back up to bat. Bubby Rossman here against Henry Davis. He steps off. He's going to request a dry baseball as they throw that one into the dugout. Try to keep it dry in his glove. Wipes his hands on his pants to dry it off. Now he's going to clean off his cleats. And the bat boy's going to come out, get some fresh baseballs. Henry Davis is going to spray down his bat with the pine tar to hold the grip. They can use it for that. You don't want to see the bat go flying. Nobody wants to see that. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Rossman comes set at the waist. Here's the payoff pitch, runner going. Another pop-up. Josh Akami ranging over down the first base line. He's still fair, he's foul. He makes the catch in foul territory, and that will end the frame. Bubby Rossman gets the job done here. The Altoona Curve lead 5-1, but when Redding comes back in the bottom half, they'll see Ohapi, Akami, and Aldrum Corridor.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Redding Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Omar Cruz in for his third inning of work, and Reading's got some work to do. Speaking of that, they trail 5-1, but they're in the heart of their order with Ohapi, Akami, and Corridor here. Cruz, a big leg kick to Logan inside. A ball and no strikes. The rain still coming down here. Still playable out on the field. They keep touching it off with fresh turfus and rakes and all that jazz as Ohapi takes one below the knees, 2-0. They've had some unlucky plays against them today, so looking to see if they can get something started here in the bottom of the 6th inning, trailing by 4 runs now. Ohapi head in the count, 3-0. I don't think he'll be swinging on this pitch. Takes a called strike. Reading's only run of the game plated in the bottom of the 4th, a sacrifice fly by Chris Sharp. Logan takes ball 4, and Reading will have a base runner to start the 6th. They've actually had a base runner to start 5 out of 6 innings today, but we'll see if they can make something happen here as Josh Akami comes up from the left side. He's had one of Reading's 3 hits today, a double back in the 4th, and the only run scored. Jalen Ortiz has had the other 2. First pitch ball outside. Lefty has a good view of Ohapi. He looks over there. Now back home. Inside, 2-0. Little bit of a shift on for the lefty Akami. See if he can try to hit around it here. Third baseman playing in. Here's the 2-0 in the dirt. 3-0. And Akami has an opportunity here to keep the line moving for the Fightin' Phils. Outside, 4 pitches, and Josh Akami is awarded a free pass down to first. Back-to-back walks by the Phils, and they've got something brewing here for Aldrum Corridor. And now we'll see a visit from the pitching coach, Drew Bennis. He's going to clean his cleats off now, the entire infield coming in. It's raining the exact same amount that it was when McKinley Moore and Bubby Rossman were out there pitching. Reading had to play through it. And Altoona will have to do the same defensively here. Meeting at the mound breaks up. Everybody goes back, and Aldrum Corridor comes in 0 for 2 with 2 ground balls to second. He loves that spot. They've always got the shift on him, and it's just whether he's able to get it just out of play of the second baseman or not. Here's Aldrum Corridor. The crowd roaring here. They know this is a big opportunity for Reading down by 4. The lefty inside to the lefty. It's a first pitch ball. Peguero back behind second. Now Alvarez really manning the left side of the field. Here's the 1-0. Below the knees, 2-0. Bear Bellamy worming in the bullpen for the curve here. Cruz having a tough time hitting the strike zone, and Reading's going to have to take advantage of that here. Crowd is roaring at FirstEnergy Stadium. Aldrum Corridor in the lefty batter's box ahead with a 2-0 count. This one hits the inside at the knees. Logan Ohapi on second, Josh Akami on first. Nobody out here. Bottom of the 6th, Corridor takes a hefty swinging strike. And now his count is 2-2. Runners shuffle. Sean Williams ready to wave them home. The lefty looks around the bases. Here's the 2-2. Corridor takes the called strike 3. He's rung up, and he's going to have to head back into the dugout without number 1. And here is Chris Sharp with an opportunity to do damage. Sharp's already been on base tonight with a walk and a sacrifice fly to score Reading's only run here. Takes a looping curveball in for a strike. On deck, Albert Jerez. Available off the bench, Sal Gazzo, Hunter Marquardt, and Jack Conley for the Phils today, if needed. Looking back at second, now coming home, Sharp rips this foul into the stands. 0-2. Reading an opportunity to score some runs here. They've got runners in scoring position. And if they want to take this game, they're going to have to plate some eventually. They trail 5-1, but they've got some traffic. Sharp holds off on a pitch above the letters. The ball and 2 strikes. Back-to-back walks issued to start off this frame. Ohapi on second and Josh Akami on first. Glove at the chest. Looking back at second, here's the 1-2 to Sharp, and he chases down to his knees on an off-speed pitch. And there's back-to-back Ks for the Phils, puts 2 outs on the board. Here is the rookie, Albert Jerez. Kicks some dirt as he steps into the righty batter's box. That looping curve is really working for Omar Cruz here. Cruz up to 53 pitches. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Outside. Ball and a strike. There's a swinging strike. Reading trails 5 runs on 5 hits to 1 run on 3 hits. They've made 3 errors today, 2 catcher's interference and 1 by Jerez at third. They've got 2 runners on here. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Something brewing, I hope. Here's the 1-2 to Jerez. It hits him in the shin. Ouch, that looked like it really hurt. Took him down to his butt. He's all dirty now. But he's going to head down to first, and he seems okay, which thankfully seems like it didn't affect him, running all right down there. And on a hit by pitch, the Fightins load the bases all on free passes. And now we're going to see the acting manager, the integrated baseball performance coach, Blake Butler. And I think they're going to swap out pitchers here in the bottom of the 6th. Reading has the bases loaded, and it's Kevin Vicuna who's up to bat. We'll take a break for a pitching change, and then we'll be right back in the bottom of the 6th. Reading has the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 6th. Logan O'Hoppe walked. Josh Ockamy followed with a walk of his own after a pair of strikeouts. Alvarez was hit by a pitch. And so the bases are loaded here as they make a pitching change. Bear Bellamy comes into the game as Kevin Vicuna comes up. 2 outs on the board. Can the Reading get some runs across? They trail 5-1 here. Bellamy had 2 innings of work earlier, 2 hits, 18 strikeouts, did that on Wednesday. So a couple days rest, and now he's back in on the mound. All of the runners, of course, belong to Omar Cruz, and he just needs 1 out. And Kevin Vicuna just needs 1 good pitch. Takes one in the dirt. 1-0 after Vicuna. Back to the top of the order with Jalen Ortiz, who's on deck. The Fightin's just 3 hits today. The Curve just 5. Bellamy crouches down. The righty then stands up. And Kevin goes up the middle. It gets past a diving Shackelford. 1 run will score. And the play at the plate. Save out is Ockamy. Fans can't believe it. The call is made. They do play to run. It's 5-2 now. That will end the frame, but Kevin Vicuna delivers with an RBI single. Reading trails by 3 to the top of the 7th we go here in Baseball Town.
The grounds crew is brought to you by Deer Country Farm and Lawn, a full-service John Deere dealer who stores to serve the United States, Altoona, Mckay. Attention fans, tonight's 69 innings Parks Edition post-game on the bases has been canceled due to the wet conditions on the field. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Here we go, top of the 7th. Bubby Rossman out after getting 1 out to close off the 6th. The Fightin' Phils were able to plate 1 in the bottom half, so they trail by just 3 now. And we'll see if they can keep it that way, as Rossman is going to see the cleanup hitter, although nothing to clean up, in Blake Sable. And then on to Matt Gorski and Aaron Shackelford. Rossman gets a swinging strike to start off the frame. Kevin Vicuna had that RBI single, but Josh Ockamy was tagged out trying to cross the plate. Call's just not going in the favor of the Fightins today. Sharply struck down the first baseline, but it's foul, and he's down 0-2. It is sticky out right now. Sticky and wet. Rain has slowed just a little bit. Still a good amount of fans here in the park, although they just said that the post-game run the bases has been canceled. Obviously, since the field is wet as can be. They're doing their best to keep it playable for this game. A ball and 2 strikes here from Rossman as he hits 96 miles an hour. And there's ball 2 inside. Goes off speed and gets him to chase below the knees. Blake Sable, a strikeout victim here of Bubby Rossman. And there is out number 1 in the 7th. His curve team strikes out quite a bit, already 7 through 7 1/3. Here's Matt Gorski, who's 1 for 3 today. From the right side, here from the righty Rossman, comes at him inside. Start him off with a ball. Iron Pigs trail 8-0 to Omaha. Zach Granke's on the mound. That's not even fair. Obviously, major league rehabber. All the other games around the system are finished. Most of the games in the minor leagues are finished. Not a lot of people have these Sunday night games. Interesting thing is Reading and the Curve are 2 of them. I think the only 2 in the Eastern League to have them. Binghamton sometimes. This is taken out to center field. Sharp is tracking back at the wall. Makes the catch. What a play by Chris Sharp to rob Matt Gorski and put out number 2 on the board here in the 7th for Bubby Rossman. Here's Aaron Shackelford now as the righty grabs the baseball in his right hand, leans over, glove on his left thigh, gets the sign from Vito Fresia. Now he stands tall, facing out to left field. Big kick comes home, just a bit high. Two balls, no strikes. Rossman has 2 outs on the board, just looking for the 3rd as he gets a swinging strike, really nailing that off-speed pitch today. There's another swinging strike, and he evens the count back 2-2. 2 quick outs here to start off the top of the 7th. Reading looking to come firing back with Vito Fresia, Jalen Ortiz, Jonathan Guzman, and Vito Fresia to lead off the frame. There's a ball in the dirt. And now the count is full with 2 outs. Fightin' Phils trail 5-2 here in the top of the 7th. Rossman trying to get out of this inning as quick as possible. Here's the payoff pitch. Out to right field. Tracking it over is Jalen Ortiz. He sticks his glove up in the air, and a 1-2-3 frame by Bubby Rossman gets the job done. Stretch time here at the ballpark as we take a quick break. Then Reading has some offensive action coming up in the bottom half.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons, the industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries. But only Lidl has really low prices, like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Tonight's Pet Supplies Plus winner is Brenda Diamond. Brenda Diamond gives you cultural prize on the customer service booth. Now batting for the hot dog, the right fielder number 13, Jalen Ortiz.
Reading looking for some offense here as they'll start with the top of their order in Jalen Ortiz. Jonathan Guzman and Vito Fresia here. They've put up 2 runs on the board to the Curves 5 as we enter the bottom of the 7th after stretch time. I think it stopped raining for the most part here at the ballpark, so we'll see if Reading can take advantage of it. Bear Bellamy still out on the mound after coming in to get out of the 6th. Sees Ortiz, a first pitch ball and then a strike at the knees. Jalen's been on base twice today. Technically 3 times out of fielder's choice, but he's had 2 hits. A double and a single as he takes one on the outside corner. Ortiz connects, fouls it back. He'll go again. 9-inning contest today, Sunday night. Reading, the home team, bats last. Crowd getting excited. Here's the 1-2. Ortiz sky high. Ripping off his mask is Sable, but it's going to head up on the roof. Once again, the 1-2 from Bellamy. Ortiz pops this up down the third baseline, coming into foul territory now. Stepping back in fair is Alvarez, and he makes the catch. There's one to start off the 7th. Here's Jonathan Guzman. He's 0 for 2. He had a sacrifice bunt earlier in this game. Guzzi takes a first pitch ball outside. Smacks this one foul. 1-1. Crowd still really invested in this contest. Love the hometown support here of all these people hanging out on a rainy Sunday. Guzman sends this one foul into the plaza, 1-2 the count. Bellamy, big windup, comes home, another foul ball back by Guzzi. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th, Reading trails by 3 runs. They've been chipping away at the curve. Gonna have to keep doing that here. So we get merged into the back part of this ball game. Jonathan sends this out to right field. Coming in to make the catch is Scott. 2 balls in the air for 2 outs. And here's Vito Fresia. Fresia looking for his first hit of the game. Walked once, moved over on a wild pitch. 6th game at catcher today. He sends this into right field. Scott takes 2 steps over and makes the catch in fair territory. And the Fightin' Phils go down in order. As we head into the top of the 8th inning, Altoona keeps their 5-2 lead.
Gear up for Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at FirstEnergy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear. Plus, throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro and Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro and Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro and Sons, ready to serve you.
The pitching staff trying to hold the Fightins in this game as Altoona leads 5-2, and Reading went down in order in the top of the bottom of the 7th. So here we are in the top of the 8th. Reading brings in Tyler Mckay out of the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. And so we'll see what Mckay can do in his second outing for the Fightin' Phils after being promoted from High A early this week. Gets a ground ball off the end of the bat by Frazier. Guzman fires it over. There's out number 1. They'll see Frazier, obviously, Scott, and Alvarez, the 7 through 9 batters. Saw Mckay pitch 2 innings earlier, was clean across the board, so still holds on to his 0 ERA. First pitch ball to Connor Scott. He's been on twice today, both on catcher's interferences. Otherwise flew out to left field. He sees 2 outside. Reading's just had 4 hits, but Altoona just 5. They've just gotten some luck, some good calls, and some well-timed hits. Chopped foul. 2-1 the count. Both teams eating into the bullpen a little bit, obviously, with the universal off day tomorrow. A little bit more wiggle room here. Mckay is Reading's 5th pitcher of the evening. Rossman did an impressive job, 1 1/3 inning, including inheriting 2 runs and letting neither score. No hits, no walks. This is lined over the head of a jumping Kevin Vicuna into right. Alvarez will come up here with a runner on first, and just 1 out. Rain is starting to pick up again, pretty strong here. Tyler Mckay will have a runner on first with 1 out, perhaps a ground ball here from Alvarez. Shows signs of bunt, but takes one inside for ball 1. Mckay, glove at the chest out of the stretch here. Ground ball, Guzman fires it quickly. Vicuna over to first and a double play. That was electric by Jonathan Guzman. I don't know how he made that transition from his glove to his throwing hand so quickly, but they turn 2 and they clean up the field. There's out number 3. On to the bottom half we go. Reading trails by 3, looking for some offense in just a moment.
Mckay Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the FirstEnergy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family-owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to Mckay Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phils season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Tyler Samaniego comes in here to face Logan O'Hoppe, Josh Ockamy, and Aldrum Corridor. Reading trails by 3, but they've got a big opportunity here as they had a really exciting outing last time against Samaniego as he allowed the wild pitch that scored Hunter Marquardt for the Fightin' Phils to walk it off the other day. O'Hoppe sees a ball and a strike to start off his at-bat. He takes a foul ball back. Down by 3 is certainly an opportunity for the Fightin' Phils. O'Hoppe with the 1-2 takes a called strike 3 inside. Rung up by Brian DeBrouwer in, and he's chatting with him as he heads back into the dugout, a little frustrated, I think. And there is out number 1. A ball and a strike here to Josh Ockamy. He's had one of Reading's 4 hits today. Now he takes ball 2. Waiting on deck is Aldrum Corridor. Big leg kick from the lefty inside. There's another ball. Crowd is just so excited about this contest. I love this energy. I know we had a lot of little leaguers in here today. Play ball weekend is a part of a big MLB promotion. I think everybody had a really great time today. Even the players came out, they signed autographs, they took photos. Ockamy takes a called strike 3. He can't even believe it, shaking his head back to the dugout. DeBrouwer has had a tight strike zone this game. And at the end of a long week with the same crew, I think it gets to be a lot. So with 2 quick outs, here is Aldrum Corridor looking for his first hit of the day. 2 ground outs to second and a strike 3. He crushes this to center field. Triolo on the way back. It bounces off the wall. Corridor's taking off for second, and now he knows he's going to be out. There's a run down here. It looks like he pulled his hamstring or something, and he ends up getting tagged out. Dang. Not much else to say about how that play went down. And the Fightin' Phils go in order despite Corridor getting a hit there as we head into the top of the 9th. Altoona has their final 3 outs awaiting them in just a moment.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phils game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stand. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mckay Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mckay Beer and Mckay's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mckay Beer and Mckay's Cinco Estrellas Lager at FirstEnergy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner at Stockertown Beverage. Mckay Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mckay Beer is a proud partner with the Reading Fightin' Phils and all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mckay Beer, the 5-star.
Well, Aldrum seems okay after getting tied up in a tough play, but he does come out of the game here as Hunter Marquardt replaces him in left field. He will get credit for that single, but was tagged out trying to come to second. Reading went down in order. And now we're in the ninth. The Fightins trail 5-2. And the Phils will stick with Tyler Mckay here. Try to get out of this frame clean and then maybe do some damage in the top of the ninth. They've been known to, in the bottom of the ninth, excuse me, they've been known to do that before. But first, Mckay is going to have to get them out of this. Certainly capable of doing that. Looks like Peguero got something in his eye here as he found one back. Trainer's going to come out. Seems okay. He steps back in the batter's box. Here's the 0-2 from Mckay. He drills it out to center, but right there to make the catch is Chris Sharp, and there's out number 1.
Center fielder number 18, Jared Triolo.
Here's Jared Triolo with one away. Takes it out to right field. Scott. Going back is Ortiz, and he makes the catch. There's 2 for Mckay. He's been solid here, just coming up from Double-A this week. And Henry Davis now is all that the Curve will have left here in this game. This one goes all the way back to the backstop. 1-1 the count. Takes it out to right again. Ortiz on the run. He's coming in hot, and he makes the catch. 3 balls in the air from Tyler Mckay. And the Fightin' Phils have a chance here in the bottom of the ninth. Due up is Chris Sharp, Albert Jerez, and Kevin Vicuna. The Phils trail by 3, but their moment's coming up.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spend time in Baseball Town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
Reading's got the bottom of the ninth here to try to score 3 runs if they can. And they'll turn to Chris Sharp, Albert Jerez, and Kevin Vicuna here. They trail 5-2. Their pitching staff has kept them in this game the last 3 frames. And now their time to shine is here. They've walked it off quite a number of times here at this ballpark, including once this series with Hunter Marquardt coming home on a wild pitch. They've walked it a total of 5 times off here, all at FirstEnergy Stadium, as Chris Sharp takes back-to-back strikes. He was kind of just standing there looking. Now he calls time. He steps out of the batter's box. Checks his swing, and he goes around strike 3. I think either way that was a strike. And there's out number 1. Samaniego still out on the mound here as Albert Jerez comes up here. Don't worry, the Fightin' Phils stay home next week, Tuesday through Sunday here at America's Classic Ballpark against the Portland Sea Dogs, a Red Sox affiliate. Looking forward to them coming into town. A whole nother week of exciting promotions and fun things going on here at the ballpark as Jerez takes a first pitch strike, and then a ball, 1-1. There's a called one outside. Love this crowd that's stuck around, though. A lot of people still hanging out here in front of the booth. Still raining out there. Jerez takes this out to left center. It's going to drop in for a base hit. The rookie's starting the rally here at the ballpark. And here is Kevin Vicuna with a runner on first and 1 away. And we go back to the top of the order with Jalen Ortiz and Jonathan Guzman. I don't know why anybody would be leaving right now. Why would you leave now? First of all, there's 2 outs left, or the Reading Fightin' Phils are walking it off. So I don't see a reason to leave right now. There's not that many people that there's going to be traffic leaving either. Yes, I'm shaming you. Don't leave a game early. Reading trails 5-2. They've got Jerez on first. Vicuna takes a first pitch strike and then a second one at the knees, down 0-2. Samaniego comes home inside, 1-2. Vicuna's been on all 3 times today. 2 walks and an RBI single that plated Reading's second run of the game. Like when the whole lineup contributes. Takes a swinging strike, tied up on the inside. And there's out number 2. Back to the top of the order with Jalen Ortiz, certainly capable of doing some damage today. He's had 2 of Reading's 6 hits now. They've ended up getting the same number as Altoona, just 3 less runs than the Curve. Takes a pitch outside. Lefty deals, thinks about taking a swing, but he holds off. Davis thinks about throwing to first. But Alvarez isn't taking much of a lead down there. Waiting on deck, Jonathan Guzman. Jalen Ortiz, an open stance here in the righty batter's box. Pops this foul, 2-1. Good catch by a fan over there, much to the cheers of the crowd. Runner on first, 2 away, bottom of the 9th. Reading trails by 3 runs. Ortiz takes the ball outside and he's ahead in the count, 3-1. Crowd making some noise here. It's a chance for the Fightin' Phils to do some damage. When Ortiz pops this up in foul territory, the count is now full. Here's the payoff pitch, another fouled pop-up. Perez was going with 2 strikes and 2 outs. Crowd going wild here. They want to see their Fightin' Phils bring some fireworks. Another payoff pitch, and Ortiz goes down swinging. Well, that'll wrap up this series, as the teams split it 3 wins apiece on either side. Tough way to go out on a Sunday, but the Fightin' Phils will stick around at home. 6 more games coming up Tuesday through Sunday after the Universal off day tomorrow. So come back to the ballpark. Join me on the air here next week. Next Tuesday is 7 p.m. start against the Portland Sea Dogs. But tonight here on Sunday, the R-Phils drop to Altoona 5-2, and the teams split the series. Fans, Emily Messina on the air. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you